now. It's going to be McManus who had the other. McManus walks in, glove down right here. Save made by Gagné. So that's going to be the highlight there to start it off as we get to see both goaltenders early on here. I'm Connor Tomlin here with Jared Lackman-Minkoff. Jared, what do you expect in this matchup?
Well, this should be a really fun one. I mean, both of these teams, the Bruins just snuck by the Red Wings. They won 2 games in overtime in that first round. So you can tell they've already been through the ringer in terms of playoff matchups. And the Rangers, they had a couple of tough games against the Leafs. And so both these teams have shown that they deserve to be here, and it should be a great one.
The Bruins welcome back last night number 17, Jack Dory as well. He hurt his hand on the first day of competition, so he had to miss a couple days. It's good to see him back as Nikolaitis, the train, will take it. He'll lose it actually briefly. It's picked up by Levine, who tries to move it forward, but no one's home, so Wallace will come back in his own and play it all the way back to Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis up to Antoine Pouliot, who's been exceptional here, and he has it taken away from him. That was going to be number 10 on the Rangers, whose number we're unfortunately missing. In with a head of speed here, enters into the zone. It's here to St. Jacques, hits. Kuhn comes skating and goes into the corner here. Tried to be played forward as Levine as St. Jacques tries to get it away, and the shot doesn't go through as Pepin picks his pocket. That was 17, Dory tried to break the line. They do. McManus had it taken away by him. It's going to be number 21, Vitrinas, who has it. Vitrinas, he plays it over to Traore. He's going to leave it here for Levine. Levine back to Traore. Xavier Traore from his own net. Going to go over to Mo Kaba, who had 3 goals in the earlier game. As it's intercepted, actually, by Bosom, and then played over to McManus, who just shoves it around the boards. Into mix is Dylan Lucier, the captain for the Bruins. Kuhncom couldn't handle that one. Now here come the other way. It's Vichera who left it here for Levine. Levine going to walk in with it, and he's going to go to his forehand. St. Hilaire didn't know where it was after the initial save. Puck was still loose, and Kaba takes it here for the Rangers. He tries to send it towards the goal, but he'll just miss. Nick Vichera picks it up, and he's going to go right down to Traore. Tries to use the boards, but Kuhncom gets in the way. Stretch feed here is McManus. He's going to be in all alone. Liam McManus shoots, scores! So the Bruins open up the scoring on the breakaway goal by Liam McManus, and it's 1-0 Bruins.
That was a really great sequence there from both these teams. They both had some back and forth chances in transition. You saw the Rangers just had a 3-on-1 there. Mathieu Lavigne denied by Saint-Hilaire, and then a nice stretch pass ahead to Logan McManus. Makes no mistake in on, I believe that's Mathis Gagné in net for the Rangers. And so that ends up being the difference. The Bruins capitalize on their chance after the Rangers missed on theirs.
The Rangers were absolutely the dominant team against the Maple Leafs in the first round. The Bruins had to go toe-to-toe with the Red Wings, but right here, looking like a bit of the stronger team with the advancement and the way that they're playing the puck. As it's played now back in the own zone by the Bruins again. Wallace tries to play it forward. A back and forth along the boards here, and Wallace does hold on to it. So Liam Wallace going to enter into the zone here. Going to be sticked away here by Traore, but held in the line by Allaire. He fires it wide of the mark. Ronka will pick it up here. Ronka moves it forward. Kaba can't hold the feed as it's Allaire who plays it forward. Ronka right back, who does find Kaba now. The toe drag sort of pass doesn't work, and Allaire is going to pick it up now for the Bruins. Allaire walks in, glove down by Mathis Gagné, and we'll get a pause in the action. Oh, actually, no, he's going to drop it down as the referee said, let's go here. Play on, and Tanal will take it. Mendy Tanal, who had 2 goals and an assist in the earlier matchup, almost had 3, but he's had plenty of hat trick in this tournament already. Tanal around the hash marks. It was sticked down by Pouliot and then left, and then Pouliot's actually going to pick it up himself. Antoine Pouliot, the extra move. He's got a man with him. It's Dory. It's off his skate and into the corner. He picked up briefly by Vitrinas, whacked at, but Dory takes it right back, hits the side of the goal, and it's picked up by number 10 on the Rangers. He plays it forward to Vichera, who tries to play it forward to Kaba, only to be taken away by Pouliot at center ice. He's going to enter into the offensive zone, leave it back to Dory, tries to get around Kaba, no success right there. Dory will walk in with it, though. He'll try to go high side, and he misses the net. Settled down by Nikolaitis, who tries to send it around the boards, but it's going to be picked up here behind the goal by number 10 of the Rangers. Spins with it again. He's got McManus all over him, but still has the puck. Cuts through the center of the ice. He finally gets out of the zone, and now past center ice. Going to be number 10 on the Rangers. Drops it here for Levine. It's still loose in front. Oh, almost goes in. It was some wide open cage as St. Hilaire was out of position. The Rangers still hold possession of the puck, though. It comes out of the zone, so they have to get onside. Levine going to circulate with it now. 5:35 left in the first period. We just saw some really exciting action between the Seals and their opponents as well, the Blues. The Seals eliminating them in overtime. And the puck still loose, almost trickled in right there. Mathis Gagné thought it was between his pads. Looked like a hand pass that wasn't called there. Try to get stood up at the line. Mendy Tanal's going to try and dump it into the zone. After it is Levine. Levine hits the brakes. He got Nikolaitis on him, gives him a shove, goes across with it over to Traore, tries to go high side, and St. Hilaire shuts him down. Centered in front of the net. Stopped here by Wallace. So Liam Wallace going to feed it across here to Lucier, who leaves it now to McManus. McManus, the Bruins are offside as they entered into the zone before the puck did.
Well, both these teams have had some wonderful chances at the opposing end. We saw earlier, as you mentioned, Saint-Hilaire making the initial stop on the Rangers. Mathieu Lavigne was there for the rebound, but I believe it was actually Liam Wallace who cleared the puck off the goal line. And then you saw there, I believe Xavier Manzi-Tenal cleared the puck off his own goal line. So some great back and forth here. So
now off the draw here, it's going to be St. Jacques who takes it in for the Rangers. Rangers looking to equalize this game. Now Vichera is going to walk in with it. And then he'll try and center it in front. He had a man there, but it doesn't hold on to the stick. And Fye will pick it up here for the Rangers. Fye, he's met by a bunch of Bruin sweaters. He's centered in front. No one's home. Lucier is going to fire it around the boards now. Pepin, it doesn't reach him. And it'll be picked off here by St. Jacques, who tries to use the boards once again. But that's intercepted by McManus. He's going to leave it to Kuncum, who actually misses him now. Fye will pick it up from the corner, walk into the middle of the ice, and Kuncum gets his stick on that one. A race to the puck, but I think Traore is going to get there first. Tries to use the boards now. Pouliot intercepts it. He has to wait to get onside the rest of his team. Kuncum's going to take it away from Vichera. And now Nathaniel Kuncum, who's been very dangerous in this tournament for the Bruins. He loses the handle trying to get to the middle of the ice, but he's in the corner fighting for it now. Kuncum has it taken away by Fye. Fye gets it over to Vichera. Vichera, who's one of the slower skaters here in the tournament, but a very good stick handler. A complete athlete as Pouliot takes it away from him. Now battling for it with number 10. And it's going to be centered forward here. Kuncum has to wait to get onside. There still are offside, so that will be the call. And the Bruins call for offside. Will do another face-off right just outside the neutral zone.
Well, the Bruins are doing a good job here of getting to the middle of the ice. As you see, they're putting pressure on the Rangers defenders there. All Victor Vitrinas could do on that play was dump it back out, which led to the offside. But like you said, Nathaniel Kuncum, he's just a monster and barging his way in through the slot. And so the Bruins are really doing a good job so far.
Wallace is going to take it here off the draw. He's going to dump it in. Jack Dory's closest to the puck here for the Bruins, and he'll pick it up in the corner. It's off number 10, though, and picked up by Mendy Tanal, who's going to move it right on over to Levine, who moves it forward himself to Mendy Tanal. Mendy Tanal going to walk in, shoot high of the mark. Mo Kaba tries to settle it down. Kaba has it almost taken away by him, and then he's going to fire it, but just wide of the mark. Mendy Tanal picks it up now. Centered it, but it hits a stick here. Settled down by number 10. Can try and put it forward. Deflection on. St. Hilaire has that, and he'll swallow it up.
Mathieu Lavigne, he's a fantastic player for the Rangers. He's their primary puck carrier in terms of forwards. You see he's also doing a good job. He doesn't have the biggest frame, but he's smart about his body positioning. He really finds a way to get inside on those defenders. He just got the tip there on that shot. Good save by Saint-Hilaire.
So the puck is won now by the Bruins. Wallace has a man draped all over him, still has possession of it though. He fires it around the boards. It's going to hit a stick and it will break out of the zone. Settled down by Lucier, who gives it right over to McManus. McManus now into the offensive zone. Tries to cut towards the net. He's going to go to the backhand. It's still loose there. It's going to go. The ruling is, we haven't had a ruling yet, and it is a goal. But now it's waved off by the other official. So we're going to see what the call is. It's a great extra move here by McManus that looked to beat Gagné. One linesman says it's a good goal. The other says it's washed out, and I believe the final decision will be it's a washout.
Wow. Well, even if that's not a goal, fantastic rush by Logan McManus. He already scored on a breakaway. The Rangers need to find a way to shut him down. That was a great stop from Mathis Gagné. I believe he made 2 saves on that play, but the Rangers defense needs to stop letting McManus get in behind them.
Do we have a timeout here now by the referee just to make the decision? So we figured it out with the scorekeeper, and the puck is dropped now. Nikolaitis takes it off the draw. It hits a stick, though, and it comes out of the zone, so Wallace will have to pick it up. He's pushed along the board, so there's going to be a penalty here against Mathieu Lavigne for a clear shove into the boards. Lucier giving a lot of love to Wallace right there for drawing the penalty.
Well, the Bruins are going to go to the power play here. That was wasn't sure that was a penalty by Lavigne, but nevertheless, it's going to be a power play. And the Bruins special teams have been a sight to behold in this tournament. They've created a lot of offense on the penalty kill, have a fantastic power play with so many sharpshooters, and we see a couple of them there. There's Dylan Lucier and Nathaniel Kuhncum on the wings for this faceoff. So the Bruins are in a good position here.
In the draw now, it's McManus. Stares across from him at Mendy Tanal. The puck is dropped here, and to be held by the Bruins. Wallace goes down to Lucier. Lucier along the hash marks here. And try to go at Frieden crossing the center. Shoots just high at the mark. McManus had the right idea there, but misses it high. Kaba trying to get it out here for the Rangers. Good pinch by Kuhncum. The Rangers, another interception along the blue line here as they keep it inside the zone. Trying to be centered around high or shot just wide as it goes through the crease, through the air. They do break it out of the zone to the Rangers finally, but only for the Bruins to enter in once again. McManus cuts to the center of the ice. Ronka gets in the mix and slaps it away, only for Pouliot to take it right back. Lucier tried to feed Kuhncum, nothing going. Wallace uses the boards to keep it into the zone here. Lucier centered over to Pouliot. He's going to shoot off a body. Finally, it's going to be dumped down here by Mendy Tanal of the Rangers, so they kill a bit of time and go for a change. Wallace takes it after St. Hilaire fed it to him. And Fye almost intercepts it there as McManus now takes the puck into the offensive zone. McManus, the extra move, going to walk in with it, feeds it across to Lucier, scores! Pulls it to the backhand. That connection we've seen be so perfect throughout this tournament. It's McManus to Lucier, and it's 2-0 the Bruins.
Well, they make that one look so easy. I mean, Nathan Fye, a very good effort there to intercept the pass, but unfortunately he couldn't, which led to the goal. And Mathis Gagné here had to respect the shot from Logan McManus, because as we've seen, he already has a goal in this game, almost had a second one, and so Gagné couldn't slide over that quickly, which left a great opportunity for Dylan Lucier, and he just puts an amazing move on Gagné to the backhand to leave a wide open cage. The Bruins offense is clicking so far.
Wallace is going to feed it over to Nikolaitis off the draw, and he's going to use the boards to give it back to his defensive partner. Wallace, he hits the brakes. Going to take his time with it a little bit as there's less than a minute left in the first period. So 2-0 here for the Bruins. The stretch pass to Allaire doesn't connect, and 10 will pick it up for the Rangers. Pouliot draped all over him, puts the pressure on, he goes back to his own end. There's still 34 seconds that say on the penalty clock, but it is 5-on-5. Puck is played around the boards. Jack Dory in pinching deep. He's going to fight with number 10 here, who does have it and uses the boards. It outstretches Fye, so it will be picked up by Nikolaitis with less than 30 seconds now left in the first period. Glove down by Lavigne. Matthew Lavigne enters into the zone, looking for a goal here before the end of the period, but St. Hilaire shuts him down.
Lavigne so far has been one of the only players for the Rangers able to actually create some offense. He's had a few shots on net already, and another great rush there, basically doing it all himself, getting through 3 Bruins. I think the rest of the Rangers need to help him out a little bit, get in the right position so he has some passing options perhaps, so that he doesn't necessarily need to do everything himself.
The Bruins will control it off the draw, tried to get it out, but 10 puts his skate in the way. 5 pinching now. Allaire will pick it up. He'll use the boards. Nikolaitis will as well, but it's intercepted by 10. Kipped in here by the Rangers, roughly 10 seconds left now. A shot, hits a stick, doesn't go in. Vachera on the rebound, bouncing puck goes behind the net. Pursue after it was Allaire. He's going to fire it around the boards. So that's going to do it for the opening frame. It's 2-0 the Bruins, due to the beautiful connection between McManus and Lucier to extend the lead 2-0. Jared, you look at this game, the Rangers had a lot of really sound play against the Maple Leafs in the first round, but looking like a completely different team right now.
Yeah, the Bruins are a different beast from the Maple Leafs. I mean, all due respect to them, of course, they're a good team, but I think that was a better matchup for the Rangers, because as we see so far, this series is still very young, this game is still very young, but they haven't been able to shut down Logan McManus at all, and that connection once again with Dylan Lucier coming into play as they connect on the Bruins' second goal. So I think the game started out pretty even. The Rangers were doing a good job. I think they didn't have much chances off the cycle in the offensive zone, but they got some good rushes. They had some scoring chances in transition. Mathieu Lavigne on his own had a few chances for the Rangers. He got inside a little bit, which is kind of unusual for him as a smaller forward. We don't see him get into the middle of the ice that often. So I think the rest of the Rangers need to wake up a little bit. Xavier Tenard has yet to really leave a mark on this game offensively, so we're expecting more from him, and the Rangers are going to need it to get back in this one.
2 more periods left to play here. Again, I'll reiterate, it's 2-0 here for the Bruins. As in the dog is going to be McManus against Xavier Mendy Tanal. And the puck is dropped and won by the Bruins. The Rangers were far more successful in the first round with faceoffs, and the Bruins were as well, but the Bruins looking like the better team off the draw here, as is picked up by Pepin, who tries to go over to Kunkam. Kunkam going to play it up the boards now. Extra move by Lucier, gets into the zone, but Levine takes it away from him, only to now get Lucier to try and push it forward. McManus behind the net, battling forward. He's swarmed by Rangers sweater. Still has the puck though. Turns, fires. Good save made here by Gagne, and it is finally cleared out of the zone by the Rangers. Kunkam will take it here for the Bruins. So Nathaniel Kunkam from his own end hits the brakes behind the net, has St. Jacques on him and plays it forward to Dylan Lucier. Lucier uses the boards and gets it over to McManus. Poke checked away by Traore and picked up by Mendy Tanal. Pulls it over to St. Jacques. He couldn't handle the pass and gives it over to Mendy Tanal, who's going to now use some space here. Gets around Kunkam. Next extra move. Moves, feeds it across. Shoots, scores! Beautiful goal and set up by Mendy Tanal. But it's Matthew Levine who's been very potent to start the game, and it's 2-1.
Well, you're seeing why both these teams are in the second round, right? They're both incredibly skilled offensively. Both the Bruins' goals were excellent displays of skill, and the Rangers just got one of their own there. Xavier Tenard, I said it between periods, needs to leave a mark on this game offensively. Fantastic rush to get through a few Bruins there. Leaves an empty net for Lavigne, who I think deserves that goal because he's been the Rangers' best forward throughout the course of this game.
So now it's only a 1-goal deficit, and it erases the shutout for Saint-Hilaire. And now the puck is dropped, and Fai will win it to himself off the draw. It'll be taken away, though, and Pouliot's going to come back up the ice with it for the Bruins into the offensive zone. Tries to make the extra move. Comes out wide with it. Heads off the back of the net. An unorthodox pass, but an interesting one in the same, as they do break it out, only for Wallace to take it back around center ice for the Bruins. Wallace has it taken away by Fai, and then Kaba, who leaves it over to Vichera. Nick Vichera. He's going to walk into the zone with it. He has Fai with him, but he also has Nicolaitis. No, he scores! Oh, it went off Nicolaitis' stick and fooled Saint-Hilaire, and the Rangers have just tied it up.
Well, you see how excited Vichera was there, jumping off the boards. That looked like a bit of a knuckleball shot. I was pretty surprised that it beat Saint-Hilaire, but that was excellent shot placement from Vichera. As you said, I believe it went off the leg of Nicolaitis, and so that's a lucky one for the Rangers. They weren't necessarily threatening offensively there, but that's the thing with skilled players. As you said, Vichera is not the best skater, but he's a very good asset to the Rangers in every other way, and so he just creates a goal out of nothing there.
So we're not even 2 minutes into the second period. It's a brand new hockey game as we're notched up at 2-2. McManus going to take it into the zone for the Bruins. He's going to try and cut to the center of the ice. Misses wide. Look to go far side because the blocker was tucked in by Gagne. In pursuit of it now is Kunkam. He had Mendy Tanal all over him, and he wins the race to the puck, but he's swarmed by some sweaters here on the Rangers. Pinched along the boards here. There's a battle for it. Everybody ensuing in the scrum. Finally, Kunkam flicks it forward, only for Traore to knock it down with his own hands. Mendy Tanal is going to take the feed now. Goes in front, shoots. Save made by Saint-Hilaire on Matthew Levine's shot. Traore going to try and fire it forward, and now it hits off a body here. A good opportunity here. McManus trying to get it across to Lucier. Couldn't hold on to the pass. And the Rangers will finally break it out. It's Mendy Tanal. He's got the other 22. That's Bosom all over him. Mendy Tanal tried to play it forward here. Oh, a deflection almost, Bosom, or Pepe, I should say, almost costly as it hit off of Saint-Hilaire's pads and was cleared away. Kunkam tries to stretch pass. It hits off the skate of Lucier, taken back by the Rangers. Nathan Fai in with it. Shoots an electric shot that we've seen him showcase throughout the tournament. Misses high at the mark. Levine in the corner. Finally, it's going to be taken here by McManus and swatted away by the Rangers again. Kaba is going to leave it now for Levine. We're going to go down low to Stefano Ronca. Ronca tried to go down low with it. It's going to be handled by Fai on the bounce around the boards. Fai centers it across. Kaba couldn't hold on to it. Finally, it will be cleared away here by the Bruins. And into the zone is Dylan Lucier. Lucier shoots high of the mark. In pursuit of it now are the Rangers as the Bruins were going for a change. Kaba enters into the zone. Has the puck in the corner now. Does Mohamed Kaba tries to center it in front. Nothing going there as they couldn't connect with the Rangers D. Dory was in the mix there, and it was taken by Wallace. Off the skate now of Levine. Fai will take it. Levine in the slot. Tries to put it over. Mo Kaba couldn't connect on it. Pouliot going to just clear it out now. The Bruins looking almost deflated. Not the same team in the first period compared to the Rangers have just come alive. Now here's number 10 for the Rangers. He's trying to split everybody. Still tried to feed it across here, but The legs of number 21, Vitrinas, weren't under him to get into the zone, so they'll go back and retrieve it here, and Will Vitrinas hits the brakes. Vitrinas, breakout feed to Kaba, who gives it over to Traore. Traore, met by Pouliot. He's going to move it forward to Vichera, who already has a goal in this one. Bouncing puck, St. Hilaire can't hold on to it as it goes into the corner. It's going to be sped away here. Dory trying to use the boards. Good double pinch here by Vitrinas, only for Allaire to take it out for the Bruins. He's going to go into the offensive zone. He's got Pouliot with him. Pouliot's backhander misses wide. Fye's going to pick it up off the shot here. Nathan Fye by himself here, and some other Bruins defenders. Fye's going to be taken down here. No call, though. Wallace just played the body on that one. Not deemed a check by any means. A reminder that it's a no-contact tournament. Kaba on the pinch, tries to keep it in, and he does successfully. Moves it on forward. Vichera couldn't handle the feed. Wallace going to try and clear it out for the Bruins. Mendy Tanal had it in his body then. I believe the call was the puck was deemed frozen because it went under the jersey of Mendy Tanal, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone.
Well, the Rangers have really woken up here in this second period, which is exactly what we wanted to see from them. They fell down in a 2-0 hole early in the first, but we see players other than Mathieu Lavigne getting involved in the offense now. Xavier Tenal, even Mo Kaba has been up in the rush a few times, and Stefano Roncer, another one, a surprise kind of offensive weapon that the Rangers have had in this game.
Stefano Ronca from my alma mater, John Rennie High School, representing that team. As now it's a feed over. Actually, no, he couldn't handle it initially, was number 22. That was Bosom, tried to find Lucier, and it goes all the way back in the other end. Pepin's going to use the boards now and get it over to Kuncombe, but he's got Mendy Tanal on him, who tries to take it away from him. Kuncombe, it's behind the net, and now finally taken by Kuncombe. Feed up the ice, but it couldn't be handled here by Bosom, so Traore will take it away and give it to Ronca, who gives it down low to St. Jacques. He's going to leave it here to Lavigne. Lavigne, or to Mendy Tanal, slap shot, held on by St. Hilaire.
That's a good shot from Tanal. We don't see him take those mid-range or long-range shots very often. He's more of an in-tight kind of player, but it's a good tool to add to his wheelhouse, because then he becomes more of a threat when he has the puck. If the Bruins know that he can take these shots from far out, then they'll be forced to kind of back off and give him a bit more of a space, because he becomes more unpredictable.
Mendy Tanal tried to shoot it on goal off the faceoff. He missed wide. Pepin will take it around the corner here. Plays it around the boards. St. Jacques in pursuit of it, but it's actually going to be pinched forward, and two players take a tumble. That was Bosom and Vitrinas. 10 going to play it forward now. Be held on by Lavigne. He's got Mendy Tanal, but he's got two Bruins in front of him. Lavigne, stick of Pepin gets in the way. Still held on here by Lavigne. Hits off the referee, unfortunately, and the Bruins are going to have a chance here, as it's roughly a 3-on-2 now. Lucier tried to feed it over. McManus sort of slowed down. He didn't get the feed across. McManus still with the puck on his stick over to Lucier. Lucier couldn't handle the feed. Lavigne going to take it away from him and gets it out of the zone at least. But McManus does come up with it. McManus goes to the forehand now, past center ice, now into the offensive end. McManus tried to do the extra move. Dory sent it on goal. Went wide, and Lucier has it now. Lucier down low to Dory. Zach Dory going to try and defender in front. Going to be held on by McManus. Kuncombe with the slot now. 10 gets in the way of it, and St. Jacques going to try and play it out. It's going to be a deep stretch pass. 10 is in the way, though, and 10 will get there first, so there will be no icing. Going to try and go to the center of the ice now. Swarmed by players. It hits off of Nathaniel Kuncombe and goes wide, and Pouliot will pick it up for the Bruins. Going to go around the boards now, and Dory's going to take it. He's going to chip it forward, and Kuncombe's going to take it as well. Past center ice now. Nathaniel Kuncombe tried to get past Traore. Good defensive play by him. Mendy Tanal's going to dump it into the zone. They're going to chase after it. Pepin's in the mix, but he's got Vichera on him. Nick Vichera holds him up, and Dory's going to pick it for the Bruins. He's going to be intercepted by Nathan Fye. He's going to walk in, shoot, misses wide, rebounds, hit the side of the goal, I think. Pepin's going to try and clear it here. Held on at the line by Ronca. Ronca intercepted by Dory. Pinched forward to Allaire, who's got Pouliot with him. He's going to move it over to Pouliot. Antoine Pouliot blows a tire, though. Dory tried to make the extra move, and now Vichera is going to pick it up and move it over to Kaba. Mohamed Kaba. Fye stays on side. Mo Kaba, low shot steered away here by St. Hilaire. Fye's going to dump it around the boards. Nicolaitis in pursuit of it. He's got Kaba on him. Stretch feed doesn't hit anybody, but it's no icing called. Traore's going to pick it up now. You're going to move it on over to Ronca, who plays it forward to Kaba now. Mohamed Kaba for the Rangers. A reminder, he had a hat trick earlier in the first game, or in the second game, I should say, against the Maple Leafs. Mohamed Kaba still with the puck on his stick, finds Spy somehow, moves it over to Vachera. He going to shoot wide on the mark. Mo Kaba going to pick it up, only for Wallace to take it away from him. Just under 2 minutes left to play in the second period, a 2-2 game, thanks to the Rangers having two quick ones at the start of this frame. Traore moves it out from his own end. Fai couldn't handle the pass. Kaba in the mix now. Nikolaitis trying to get away from him, but Kaba still has it on his stick. Kaba tries to go to the middle. A bouncing high puck, and St. Hilaire tracked it out of the crease. He picked up now by Lucier. Dylan Lucier. That was a bit of almost a high stick as he came with all the acceleration. 10 was in the mix there. No call, of course. Lucier picks it up along the hash marks. Going to walk in. Tried to feed it across. It hits his skate and comes out of the zone. It'll be held by Nikolaitis, who will take it around center ice. Alex Nikolaitis tried to move it forward here to McManus. Fai hit it right back away. Mendy Tanal looking to just leave it. Be picked up by Bosom, who leaves it over to Wallace. Going to go back to Wallace from Lucier. Wallace going to walk in with it. Shoots. Glove down by Gagne. And finally a pause in the action.
Well, I've enjoyed the kind of goalie dominance that we've started to see in the second period, because this was looking like an absolute barn burner to start the second period after the Rangers scored 2 goals. And I'm glad to see this kind of turning into a duel between Saint-Hilaire and Gagné, because they're both very strong goaltenders, and they both made big saves since this game was notched at 2-2.
Bosa plays it back to Nikolaitis off the draw, who goes back to Bosa. Tried to feed it over, but no one was home there as McManus couldn't handle the pass. Now it's on the close boards here, and then finally played out of the zone by the Rangers. Nikolaitis going to come back and retrieve it. Alex Nikolaitis moved on over to McManus. Going to be picked up now by number 10 on the Rangers. Reminder, I'm sorry, we don't have his name. Once we figure it out, we will let you know. Going to try and veer in on goal now. Still with possession of the puck. He's draped all over by many players here and trying to kick forward here by Lucier, only to be taken right back by Vitrinas. 10 plays it right back over here. It's going to be Levine. He's already got a goal in this one thanks to a nice feed by Mendy Tanal earlier on in the frame. Levine still with the puck on his stick. It's like he's got glue or something. 15 seconds left in the period now. Wonder what they're putting in that hockey tape nowadays. Is finally it's going to be covered up by St. Hilaire with 9.7 left in the period.
Well, that was something to behold by Mathieu Lavigne. He fell down and still was able to wrap the puck around Liam Bosom. And like you said, it was like he had super glue on his stick or something. He held on to that puck for a long time, and that's what the Rangers like to see, because that rush is what created this offensive zone faceoff.
So it's won here by the Rangers. Mendy Tanal blockered away by St. Hilaire. Levine, he has it down low, tried to center it home, but nobody was there. And that'll do it for the second frame. So thanks to 2 early goals in the frame here by the Rangers, it's a tied hockey game headed into the second intermission. Jared, a lot of really good amped up energy coming from the Rangers, who seem to be a little bit asleep to start the game, but now they've come alive.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that with the skilled teams. Once you get later in the playoffs, you're able to rebound when you have a slow start like that, like the Rangers did. They gave up 2 goals in the first period. But the skill of Xavier Manzi-Tenal came through in the second period. Nathan Fai woke up in the second period. Mathieu Lavigne, who was the only Rangers forward really creating offense in the first period, continued that stretch in the second period. And so the Rangers have come alive. I think they're just as good as the Bruins are when you look at their overall roster. And so the rest of this one, I really can't tell you who's going to win it, and I shouldn't be able to, because it's a 2-2 tie right now. And as you said, the Rangers did a good job of kind of rebounding, and they started really controlling the pace in that second period. I really thought they were going to come out of this second period with the lead, to be honest.
Versus the Bruins now. Had their chances in the second frame after a really good solid start to this one, opening up the scoring. The Bruins looking to make sure the Rangers can be quelled here, if you will. Trying to find all the verbs that I can use in this tournament, sort of running out of them after many days of action that we've been enjoying here, as now we're in the playoffs, the final days, and it's one here from the Bruins off the draw. The Rangers do pinch, though, and so they start off where they left off. Hard to find Mendy Tanal was Levine. He has it back again, hits his skate, and still behind the goal here. Whacked forward for the Boston Bruins, trying to take it now. And finally, it's McManus, plays it forward. Dory, it's over his stick, so Ronka will pick it up for the Rangers. He's going to go across now to Traore, his partner. Traore moves it forward to Levine, can't handle it. Pouliot picks it up, Stuttering on my P's in this third period, because of all the poignant excitement. Allaire moves it right over to Dory. Going to move it right on over to Pouliot. He can't hold on to it. Pouliot hits his stick and goes into the near corner from the far corner now. Played around the boards. Traore, he holds on to it. Traore tries to get around the boards with it. Pouliot will pick it up. Pouliot, it looked like he was tripped there. Deemed that he touched the puck first. Allaire was still with it, close in tight. The Rangers desperate to try and clear it away. We held at the line, but McManus shoots on. It's a pad save made by Gagne. The Rangers finally get it out of the zone, only for McManus to steal it here. McManus plays it forward to Pouliot, who tries to get it over to Dory. The Rangers take it right back. It's Mendy Tanal now in transition. Mendy Tanal going to walk in. He misses the puck on the shot. McManus moves it over to Dory, but he actually misses the puck, and it's going to be a delayed icing and finally called, so we'll do this all again, but now in the Bruins' end.
Well, that was unfortunate for Xavier Mendy Tanal. He was really picking up speed. I think he might have even had several openings because Maël Saint-Hilaire didn't necessarily close him off, and he just fanned on the puck there, but the Rangers are getting more and more chances here. As we've seen, the beginning of this third period was mostly played in the neutral zone, but we might be in for more back-and-forth action.
So Fye off the draw. Bruins pinching with it. Wallace is fighting with Vichera. Kaba's going to take the feed. He's going to dump it back in the zone, but Nikolaitis is going to take it. Alex Nikolaitis moves it on over to Bosom, who's going to move it over to the captain, Dylan Lucier. Whacked away by Fye, and Kaba will pick it up for the Rangers and leave it for Fye. Fye somehow finds Vichera, who couldn't handle onto the pass. Wallace will take it away from him. Liam Wallace tries to get around his defender. Wallace looking either for a lane to pass or shoot. Fye will take it away from him. Nathan Fye met by Wallace and gets around him. Nathan Fye with some speed now. Going to try and move it over, but no one's home. Kuncum kicks it away, and so does St. Hilaire. Daniel Kuncum now has it. Tries to flick it on forward. Can't be handled by Bosom. Traore will turn around and get after the puck, and he will from his own end. Behind his goal now. Traore going to leave it down for number 10. Hits the brakes. Gets around Kuncum. Stretch feed over here to Fye. Nathan Fye walks in. Slap shot. Wow, what a howitzer, but it's held onto the chest by St. Hilaire, now frozen up.
Yeah, that was a laser beam of a shot from Nathan Fye, but a bit of an odd shot choice, honestly. I guess maybe it was at the end of a shift or something, but I feel like he could have created more offense, as that's what we usually see from Nathan Fye, because he did have a couple of teammates with him there.
So in the dot is going to be Fye against Pouliot. There's a tie-up and kicked forward. The Bruins are going to hold on to it. Fye and Pouliot exchange a couple words after the face-off draw. Allaire moves it over to Pouliot. Pouliot over to Allaire. He's going to walk in. High of the mark. He tried to go glove side. Dory feeds it across. McManus will settle the puck down. McManus gets around the man. McManus tried to feed it across, and Ronka got a stick in the way. The Bruins had it for a brief second. Mo Kaba will take it. It's intercepted by McManus. He turns, fires, and hits off Fye. Kaba does get it out of the zone. McManus will just dump it right back in. So Traore will give it to Mo Kaba. Mohamed Kaba, who can pick up speed real quickly, hits a couple sticks, and he goes right back to Traore. He's going to use the boards now, move it to Fye. Nathan Fye going to try and see if he can move to the center of the ice, and it's knocked away. So the Rangers thankfully get onside, but the Bruins are going to take it here as they went for a change. Misses the pass on that one. McManus moves it over to Pouliot. Pouliot gets around St. Jacques. Antoine Pouliot enters into the zone. If they touch it, it's offside. Levine is going to take it here for the Rangers. Matthew Levine going to feed it across. St. Jacques couldn't get enough on that one. Bounces off the boards, and it'll be covered up by St. Hilaire.
Well, good job by Levine there. That pass was just in the skates of Sean St. Jacques, but the right idea as he took advantage of the delayed offside. I like what the Rangers are doing, where they're kind of coming into the zone on the wings instead of in the center, and then they try and work their way to the center once they're in the offensive zone, because when the Bruins are kind of defending the outside, it might open up a teammate in the slot.
Mendy Tanal tried to feed it across to Levine, but it was kicked away by St. Hilaire, and the Bruins tried to play it forward, but 10 is disrupting that play. He's going to try and use the boards. It's picked off here by Kuncum, who runs into his own man but still holds on to it. Kuncum, he briefly lost it and got it right back. 10 pitching on him. Kuncum fires it in the middle, gets their slot on. Lucier on the rebound, still there, scores! Lucier collects his own rebound and puts it in with the backhand, and it's 3-2 for the Bruins.
That's a big one with 5:46 to go in this game one of the second round series. But fantastic job there. I believe it was Kuncum who made the pass into the slot. Dylan Lucier is so elusive. he's not only is he a fantastic goal scorer, but he has the ability to kind of get lost on the ice, where the Rangers were kind of caught puck watching because Kuhn-Cum himself is so dangerous, and so Lucier was able to slip into the slot basically untouched.
Elusive Lucier, if you will. I think that's the newest nickname for the captain here on the Bruins. Let's hope the trademark sticks. As off the draw here, the Rangers going back to work. Down a goal now. Mendy Tenal will take it now into the offensive zone. Mendy Tenal trying to cut to the center of the ice. The Rangers, when they were trailing earlier, got 2 really quick ones, so let's see what they can do. Mendy Tenal is going to fire it around the boards. Picked up here by St. Jacques. Sort of had too much mustard on the reception. Levine will take it away from him now. Kuhn-Cum tries to play it forward. Lucier has it. He had the former goal and now the latter. It's going to be moved over here. To be back to Lucier. Goes glove side. Save made. Rebound. Swallowed up by Gagne.
Those are 2 really big saves from Mathis Gagné. I mean, the Bruins have the 3-2 lead now in the third period with 5 minutes left. If you let Dylan Lucier score, or if you allow the rebound to go in, I think that pretty much spells the end of this one. So Mathis Gagné, big saves to keep the Rangers in this game and give them a chance to tie it up.
So Nathan Fye is going to settle into the faceoff dot here. As we see Jean Lemay is warming up his hands, our cameraman in this one. He's been doing some fantastic work with us throughout the tournament. Antoine Pouliot is the other centerman here. It's going to be held here by Pouliot off the draw. Hits the side of the goal. In the mix now. Pouliot centers around the boards. Pepin from the point. Deflection goes wide of the mat. It's going to be handled by Traore, and he's going to feed it over to Fye. Fye goes over to Kaba. Mohamed Kaba goes wide with it, trying to get around the goal. Mohamed Kaba fanned on a pass attempt, I believe. Dory's going to take it. And Traore's going to hold it at the line. Kaba leaves it for Vachera down low now. Vachera's going to try and push it forward. It's going to be taken away by Pepin. Pepin feeds it. It goes over the stick of Pouliot, and it's going to be watched by Gagne, and it'll be an icing call with 4:35 left in the third period. We're going to do this all again in the Boston zone.
A big opportunity here for the Rangers. As you see, they've got, well, Xavier Mendy-Tenal isn't on the ice right now, but Nathan Fye is perhaps their second best forward in terms of creating offense. He had a huge series against the Maple Leafs, and so with an icing call, the Bruins have to keep the same players on the ice here, so the Rangers could go for a bit of strategy in terms of line matching here.
Fye's going to push it to himself off the draw, but it's taken by Wallace instead. And Wallace plays it forward to Allaire. Elliot Allaire past center ice. Got some Rangers closing in on him, and they will disrupt the play here as Vachera will try and take it right back, only for Pouliot to steal it from him. Pouliot, sort of a volley to himself here, is finally taken away by Vachera again. Moves it over to Fye, who runs into Wallace, but Fye still has possession of the puck, and then lost it for a brief second. Now on his knees, several players swatting at it. Moved on over to Pouliot. Pouliot feed. Traore disrupts that one. So Xavier Traore, one of the assistant captains here on the Rangers, plays the puck forward now. Vachera also plays the puck forward, only for Wallace to settle it down on his own end. 3:45 left in the third period. Boston holding on to a 3-2 lead. Despite some stellar goaltending by Mathis Gagné. Dory tries to feed it over. There's a rebound still led up by Gagné, but it's taken away by Kaba, and he's going to go up the ice with it. Kaba tries to cut to the center of the ice, but it's taken away. Jack Dory's going to smack it down by the hand and be picked up by him. Wallace didn't want to touch it. It would have been a freeze. And it's going to be a feed over, but Fye gets in the way. Kaba can't hold on to the reception. It's taken away by Dory. Dory goes up with it to Nikolaitis. There's going to be a penalty here. It's going to go against Nathan Fye as he has a check on Jack Dory. Kuhn-Cum into the zone here with it for the Bruins. Nathaniel Kuhn-Cum, and it's taken away by Fye, who's about to go to the sin bin for 2 minutes. I believe it's going to be, I can't see what the call was, a bit of a lazy call there by the referee on the miming actions. So we'll see. I believe it was a check, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't see the play resulting in the penalty, but I can tell you this. Liam Wallace has had a fantastic defensive game. We haven't talked about him much because he hasn't necessarily carried the puck or been involved in the scoring, but he boxed out Mo Kaba there in the slot, which is what got the Bruins the puck, which is how they ended up drawing a penalty, and this is a big one with only 3 minutes left.
So Fye in the box for slashing. Kuhn-Cum in the mix now behind the net. Pushed it towards the corner. Lucier in the mix as well. He had 10 on the Rangers there. Lucier and Kuhn-Cum still fighting for it. Mendy Tenal's there as well. McManus going to settle it down at the point. Going to move it on over to Wallace, who goes down low to Lucier. Lucier around the face-off dot here. Dylan Lucier, he's draped by number 10. Kuhn moves it back to Lucier, over to Wallace. He's got an avenue here. Deflection on, shoots. Oh, it went off the post. It sounded like it went in, and it looked like it for a second. Now it's moved on over to McManus, who tries to go it over to Lucier. He's trying to go, it goes through the crease, though. Surprised as Dylan Lucier was taking a tumble, tried to center it towards the goal. Looks for Wallace right there. Lucier, it's taken away by Mendy Tanal, and now he's got Levine with him. It's going to be gloved down here by Wallace, and he's going to take it right back for the Bruins. Inside the offensive zone is Liam Wallace. Cuts to the middle of the ice, shoots, scores! Right on cue, Jared. Wallace puts that one in. We talk about the sound defensive game, but he just gave his Bruins a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, well, you stole my line there. But fantastic game from Liam Wallace. He really deserved that one. He was, I think, the best Bruin up to that point who hadn't scored a goal yet. So we've seen this before with him. He's a great defender, but he's also very sneaky on the rush. He's got some good skill, good puck handling, and fantastic shot placement there as just an all-around great rush, because we think of him more as a defensive player, but he's really not. He's one of the better all-around defensemen in this tournament.
So I might have stolen your line there, Jerry, but I just want you to know it's because I'm always listening to you, and I always care. Because now in the face-off dot, the puck is dropped here and played forward. The Rangers will have to go back and retrieve it. Less than 2 minutes left in this one, so not much work for them to do in game one here. Or not much of a chance, I should say, with the work they have to put in to come back in this one, as it looks like it's a delayed penalty here, and the call is going to be who? Is it Bosom? I believe it's going to be Bosom who's going to go in the box here for the Bruins. So it will be a man advantage now to the Rangers.
Not sure I agree with that penalty call. There was some contact around the blue line on the left side, but I didn't think it was enough to warrant the penalty. But nevertheless, big opportunity for the Rangers. We will likely see Mathis Gagné head to the bench at some point. He's already getting a little bit antsy in his crease. The Rangers could go for a 6-on-4 at some point here.
He's definitely looking for a signal from the bench to a degree. Down 2 goals with 1:43 left here. So the Rangers, if they can score at least one here, will be at a man advantage. Until then, Traore had to come out of the zone, so Gagne's going to wait now. But he's waiting. He's out of his crease. 10 will take it for the Rangers. He'll play it on down here. And it's poked forward just like that. So now they have too many men on the ice to the Rangers. They have to go on. Despite throwing the stick, it's a goal by Nathaniel Kuhncomb. And it's 5-2 Bruins, as it almost felt like a disaster waiting to happen for the Rangers.
Yeah, as you said, the 6th man, I'm not sure who it was, came off the bench. And then Mathis Gagné started racing back to the net to make the save. So that was too many men for the Rangers. So even if Kuhncomb hadn't scored there, it likely would have been a penalty. But you saw Vachera slamming his stick on the ground after that goal went in, frustrated. But that was just outstanding defense at the blue line by the Bruins to make sure the Rangers never really penetrated the zone to set up the 6-on-4.
So Mathis Gagné, the bad news for him is because he's on the ice, I believe that does count as a shot against him. And we're going to get an offside call here as the Rangers were trying to enter into the zone. So still 1:33 left in the penalty to Bosom. The Rangers down 3 goals with 1:16 left and running out of time fast as Mendy Tanal was in the dot against Jack Dory. Tanal tried to hold on to it, but Dory took it away from him. Flicked down so they can kill some more time in this one. Gagne's going to play it forward. He held on here by Matthew Levine. Gagné wondering if he's going to the bench again. I don't believe he will. Levine going to go into the zone with it there, but the stick play here of the Bruins does disrupt that one. Dory and 10 are fighting for it now. 10 is going to take it for the Rangers to try to get it into the center of the ice now. Less than 50 seconds left to play in this game. 5-2 lead here for the Bruins. Traore is going to take it. Feeds it over to 10. 10 from his own end. Going to move it over to Matthew Levine. Levine going to walk in. Nice getting the body in the way is McManus. It's going to be gloved on the sharp angle here by St. Hilaire with 30.1 seconds left.
Well, I think we can safely say that the Bruins are going to take the 1-0 series lead here. And I don't think this score does the Rangers justice, though, because as we said throughout the game, they were really step for step with the Bruins. It was just a couple plays here and there that really made the difference. And so the Bruins are going to walk away with this one.
The puck is dropped here, and it's a bit too sharp. It's going to go out of the zone. Kuhncomb in a race for it with Traore. Traore gets there first, but Kuhncomb does not quit on the play. 20 seconds left now. Traore, one of the assistant captains for the Rangers, he's going to go end-to-end with it now into the offensive zone. Xavier Traore looking for at least a nice little goal here to lick the wounds, if you will, for the Rangers, but it's taken away by the Bruins and cleared down. A delayed icing is actually going to be waved off. Gagne plays it around, and that's going to do it. So in game one, the Bruins take it, and it's going to be a 5-2 final result as we see Nathaniel Kuhnkamp going over to Gagne and showing him some support there, and that'll do it. The Bruins take this one.
Well, like we just said, the Bruins win the game. It wasn't a dominant effort, though. This was a very even game for most of it. The Bruins really padded that lead here in the third period with another goal from Liam Wallace, a power play goal, and then the empty netter. But the Rangers will definitely be back in this series. These two teams are almost as evenly matched as you can get in a playoff series here at the NHL Kids Tournament. So I'm excited to see what Game 2 holds. The Rangers will be hungry for that one.
So that's going to do it here for NHL Kids U18 action. Still plenty of action as we have playoffs for the rest of the day. On behalf of Jared Lackman-Minkoff, I'm Connor.